Hey yo, I ordered a Hobonichi Weeks Tamagotchi version for my son, and it arrived today. And he ever so graciously promised me a page from his notes section just so that I could make an ink test because I know last year was a horrendous year for Hobonichi, and I was wondering how does the paper fare this year. I didn't order Hobonichi for myself for that reason, but he wanted the Tamagotchi one. So I tested a few inks and some pens. Um, I want to show the results. I have to say I'm not disappointed at all. First, we have a highlighter by Stabilo, and I ordered a Preppy for him. These are really nice, handy little pens, very inexpensive with green ink, and performed beautifully. This is the point zero nib, so it's very fine, but it wasn't scratchy at all. Actually, it was a very nice pen to write with, as has all the Preppies been so far. The ink is what came with it, the platinum cartridge. I ordered 2 cartridges extra, so here they are. And the second fountain pen was Jinhao X750 with brown ink. Was perfectly okay. And then Jinhao plastic pen with Mahjong ink mangosteen. And this pen, let me show you. It has a very fine nib, and honestly, it feels like you're writing with a needle. It's very precise. It is a very different writing experience than, say, the Preppy one. Though the Preppy even has slightly larger nib. This is the pen and the nib. So you see the nib is very fine indeed. And it is a little bit, it's not scratchy when you write with it, not exactly. But how can I say? It's tactile, it's a very precise nib. I like it. This ink, I'll show you in a moment, did bleed through ever so slightly, and that is because of the nib. Because then I used the same ink on a Twisby Diamond with a calligraphy nib and didn't bleed through. And it looks like it's like two different inks, but it's the same. And then we have Writer's Blood from Diamine, green and black from Diamine. I'll show you the nib, also very, very fine nib. So this nib did end up scratch. It's a very complicated situation to write with this nib, and it felt like it was stuck on a paper when I was writing with it, and that did seep through ever so slightly. And a Parker Quink, blue and black, same situation. Then I wanted to try, because I was thinking, okay, so these are very itchy, scratchy nibs, the small ones, very easily. Let me see if I can find it. I know it is here. There it is. I took something slightly larger. When I say slightly larger, I mean enormously larger. This is a number 1. So I used this one because I wanted to try. See, this is by Platinum. Gus is black. Oh, shoot. There's a little bit of... Hold on. There's a little bit of water there. I employed my son to wash the nibs for me. Anyways, so he did me a favor. How lovely. So this one is a gusher. It is somewhat permanent, the ink. It is supposed to be permanent when it dries. I'd like to say this is somewhat permanent. Gorgeous color. dries very deeply when there's a lot of it. It's not as deep as Oxblood by Diamond, which probably is my very favorite so far. I wanted to try if this seeps through because this is a gusher. It feels to me like the molecules must be very teeny tiny on the platinum, because if there is an ink that seeps through, it's this one, especially when it's pulled like that. That smudge is my own doing. I accidentally brushed the C letter in the beginning. Indian ink, I made a boo-boo here. I scratched the paper with the nib, so only I think it was from there it bled through ever so slightly. Then to gel pens, Energel by Pentel and Pilot G2, both 07 nibs, perfect performance. Schneider Express, this is a felt tip. The Schneider Slider Memo XP, this is a Visco Glide ballpoint pen, no issues there. Pentel's Energel in Bordeaux, no issues. Lettering pen by Pilot, this is a 2mm pen. Pencil brush sign pen, Staedtler metallic brush pen, a permanent marker. This is a very gushy marker that I have. As expected, this did seep through. I'm not even surprised. I don't know a paper where it wouldn't bleed through. Micron 04, and last but not least, Faber-Castell highlighter in gold, glamorous gold. And I want to show you the other side of the paper. So this is the marker that you can actually see very clearly has actually this is showing through. Here is a little bit of a bleed through. I don't know if you can see, close by, and the rest of them. So this is the Cassis Black by Platinum, and this is the Indian ink. And this I kind of poke the paper with the kind of an edge of the nib accidentally. And here is the Jinhao plastic pen with a needle fine nib. So and this is what happens. This is the case of most of the with most of the papers that I write with this pen. And it's this was the very fine calligraphy pen and writer's blood, but originally, everywhere else where it didn't scratch the paper, it didn't bleed through. It does show through though, which is obvious when you're 50 something in GSM. I have to say I'm very pleased, and now I'm kind of miffed I didn't order one for myself. Should I? I don't know. I always buy the planners, and then I end up making my own, and eventually I'm hunky-dory with my bullet journals, so maybe it should be time to retire the try and just accept that a journaler is a journaler. However, I did buy, which is classically stupid of me, I did buy a Wonderland 222, the all-in nearly 600 or 700, nearly 5, I think it's 500, was it 568 or something like that, all in one, the planner with everything inside for a year. And it's B6. I was thinking it's going to be too thick if it's B5, which is my preferred size. If it's A5, I'm just questioning, why are you so squarish? What is the deal with the A5? My current bullet journal is A5, and I love the damn thing, but it's a Leuchtturm 1917. I love a Leuchtturm paper. But P6, that small, I was thinking, it's easier for the hands. It's not going to be as heavy. It's easier to carry with you. And the stupid me, I'll show you. I have this, I wonder, hold on. So I made this threefold, hold on. And I I cut. You can't quite see. I cut a Moleskine daily to a B6. I was thinking, this will give me a wonderful experience to just get used to the basic size. I used this puppy for about a week and something. I just can't be bothered with a B6. I used to love B6. I don't love B6 anymore. We're not going to get married, not ever. And now I have the thing coming, and I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with it. Anyways, enough about the lamentation. This is the Tamagotchi Weekly. This is how it looks like. I just didn't want to, mess up it's back here. The ink and pen test try. I believe everyone is very familiar with the Hobonichi Techo, how it looks like. Starts on December 1st, which is wonderful. You get to start to use it. And there is, how many notes pages are there? This is not the Mega Weeks, 75 pages. And at the back there is the favorite things, my 112 switches to help you focus, 365 days check-off sheet, addresses, and the end. It came on this kind of a package, and on either side of the covers were these very nifty plastic sheets, and I advised my son that you can use these as a if should you want to have something to write on. There is a sticker that was inside a Hobonichi. You can glue this and have a place where you can slide these things in. A life book from Hobonichi. And, I think everyone knows what a life book is from Hobonichi. Hobonichi Techo, Beginner's Guide. I actually haven't browsed this through, but, belongs to my son. I'll let him do that. I don't want to be tempted. Sticker sheet. I don't know about these games. I don't know anything about games, but I suppose this is a loyal to the Tamagotchi ideology. And another sticker. Oh, this must have been the pouch where they came in. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the order. And then the sweetest thing, there was an invoice. The place where I bought from was micmim.com, and they sent me the sticker. Thank you for the order. I thought it was very lovely. It's my understanding they make these very, in my opinion, very beautiful washi tapes and stickers, etc. Have to say I am impressed. I'm very pleased with this order. And yeah, there was the platinum and cartridges. My son is happy. I'm happy for my son, and I have to say I don't have any gripes about the quality of paper, at least this year, at least on this very model or on this item. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy. I wanted to do the video just in case there are other people wondering, how is the paper this year? How does it fare up? I am tempted to do a proper ink splotch and see that happen, but my son already sacrificed a page. This is not my planet. I'm happy already with what I saw. I'm especially, I was surprised at this pen. I used to have some preppies back in the day, and I think I'll have to get me some more. It's just a zero point 0.3, but it was a very smooth writing experience. And these you can use over and over and over again, because you just need to change the cartridge. I think I have a couple of different models of converters. I think I could have a converter for a preppy as well. So it was a good experience. Wishing everyone well. Happy new planner season, and may we make wise choices and stick with them. So far, thinking about 2026, I have royally failed in both. Wishing the others better luck. Bye bye.